Hello, everyone. We're just going to go through a quick tech tip from the Bringing Digital Learning into the History Classroom series on using Padlet to analyze maps. When we think about digital literacy, we want to make sure that we're allowing kids the opportunity to create in multiple modes and media, and really that's including the use of digital maps and geography is something we want to make sure we're including into our curriculum. So Padlet is an amazing free web tool that allows us to create basically a digital anchor chart, if you think of it that way, a digital anchor chart where students can post their thoughts and ideas through multimedia. So they can post video, they can post screenshots, images, they can upload documents. It's really a great tool to use within the classroom and one that we've been using throughout our digital learning series. Now, when we think about how we can use digital maps and Padlet together to make an interactive experience with our students, we're just going to go ahead and walk you through the steps. We want to make sure we're giving our students that time to be creative digitally, but not missing out on the opportunity for them to share with their classmates and really explore. So in order to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Padlet.com, and it's completely free. You can go ahead and create a new Padlet. Once you get to that Padlet, there's a couple of elements that you want to make sure that you upload onto that Padlet, whether you post it yourself or write it in the description. You want to make sure that you have a link to the digital map that you're going to be using for that lesson or discussion. The Leventhal Map Center, based out of the Copley Library, has an amazing website and collection of resources. And one of the great things about their online tool is that it allows you to zoom down to the grain of the map, which really lets the students to have the opportunity to observe things that they wouldn't be able to observe just on a printed version of the map. You want to make sure you're being a good historian, sharing source information for the map. Any discussion questions you want your students to respond to. That way, when they're working, you're not walking around saying the same question again and again and again. And a screenshot of the entire map that you're having kids analyze. You want to make sure that they don't click on the link and then wondering, oh, is this the right spot? Am I using this map? And have that hesitation behind it. So that just a brief screenshot of the entire map will let them know that they're in the right place and really set them up for success. Once you have those elements, all you have to do is share the Padlet link with your students and then have them go ahead and post comments and screenshots of the map. We're actually going to go through a sample together, one that I've created for our digital learning series, and give you an opportunity to go ahead and try sharing your thoughts on the colonial map. So I have my Padlet link right here. If we click on the link, it's going to go ahead and bring you to our webpage, and I actually have it open, so I'm going to go ahead to that Padlet page. So on this Padlet, you see I have my title, kind of have a brief question, just a really general question. What part of the map grabs your attention? It could be, what do you notice about the map? Any of those broad, open-ended questions to really spark your students' creativity and curiosity. I have the URL for the map posted here. I've also posted the question again so that they see it again. Kind of, we want to make sure our kids have multiple opportunities to read the same question, to think about it, and know what they're supposed to do. I have the map information, and then I have a sample of the map. Now, this map, obviously, the kids can't see very much on it, but it just gives them a glance. So when they open up the URL for the map, they'll see that they're in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the URL for this map, and this is one of my favorite maps when we're thinking about the colonial period. And you can see right here, as soon as students open it up, they feel confident that they're in the right location because I included a sample of that map onto my Padlet post. Now, here's where you can have the great opportunity of digitalized maps, because as I click, notice I can get closer and closer, actually down to the grain of the map. So from the naked eye, with a printout of the map or even a larger version of the map, you would not be able to see this individual detail, which is what I really want the kids to be thinking about. So once they've found something that's grabbed their attention, so right here, I love how you can see the soldiers on the road with the cannons and the horses. And one thing that I might be wondering is, where are they going? What are they doing? So as a student, what I would want them to do is go ahead and take a screenshot. If they have a Mac, you're going to press Command-Shift-4, and you'll see it. You have that little cross section that really allows you to select a portion, not the whole screen. I'm just going to take this portion of the map. You can hear that nice click, so you know that the picture has gone through. Then I'm going to go back to my Padlet. Okay, and I'm going to close this, sorry. If you click on the Padlet, it allows you to look closer at the different entries. And then all I'm simply going to do is go ahead and drag my screenshot here. And you'll see it'll take a minute to process. And then it'll upload the screenshot. Okay, and it gets down to the grain. And there we can see that. Now remember, I also posed a question to the students. So what I want them to do, if I hover over, I can use that green pencil. If I click on that, I usually have students put their name just so I know who's sharing their thinking. And Scott, initials are fine too. And I might write down, after seeing this part of the map, I'm wondering where they are going with the cannons. Okay, a simple question, a simple wondering. Okay, but you can see, you can visualize how all the students in the class will start to populate different images, and you'll see students who have similar portions of the map. You'll see students who have completely different sections of the map, but really gets a chance to spark conversation and still give students the individual time to think and to process without having that embarrassment of, I don't know what I'm supposed to look at. There's no wrong answer because it's a big, broad, open question, really just sparking their curiosity. But this is one way that you can use Padlet to analyze a map with your class. You could have this as a discussion before you look at a map together, as a discussion after you look at a map together. You can have students annotate certain portions of the map, but really just a great way to use a free online tool in your classroom. And so as you think about Padlet, really this walks you through the simple steps of creating a Padlet for your classroom and thinking about how you can use it to analyze maps and other elements. So here is just a general and broad bringing digital learning into the history classroom reference sheet. We'll have other tech tips coming up soon. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope you integrate more technology into your classroom.